It is Wednesday the 18th. I didn't know if you noticed, but I've got a thumbnail now. If you check out yesterday's video, or I guess, well, it was yesterday's video posted this morning. Now, I drew me. I'm not in love with it. It was my first time I've ever, tried to draw sort of that cartoony, anime, manga, whatever style. For some reason, when I scanned it and then, vectored it and did all that fun jazz, something went wonky with the eyes. And I didn't notice it until I had, saved it to post, and it was, midnight, and I'm like, I'll fix it tomorrow. So, if I do anything crafty today, that will probably be what I will work on, is just kind of practicing that, kind of figuring out the best way to draw the eyes for them to translate when I scan it. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to just have kind of a little cartoony version of me. You see that a lot, and I've always wanted to kind of create maybe a short little web comic, or maybe just something like that that kind of just talks about what happens in the week, or just conversations I have with people, and just maybe deal with some mental health issues, or just kind of just another outlet to kind of explore myself and the history of life. Since today is Wednesday, we'll have our first Whatever Wednesday. And I thought today I would discuss the theory I have when it comes to watching Friends. I've noticed that, pretty much you turn on the television, if you have cable or whatever, that isn't just, over-the-air digital TV, you can find a channel showing an episode of Friends. So a lot of times if I'm ever staying at someone's house and I have cable, I'll flip it on, I'll end up watching a couple hours of Friends. And it doesn't matter that I haven't seen it in a while, or it's an episode from season 1 or an episode from season 7. I always get some sort of intrinsic value and interest out of it. So I have a theory that I can do the same thing when I watch it on Netflix. So what I do is I go and I open up a random number generator, either on my phone or random.org, and then I random generate 1 through 10, because there's 10 seasons. Let's say I get season 6. So then I see how many episodes are in season 6. So then I put in how many episodes it is. I think it's probably 22. That's kind of average for the earlier seasons of Friends. It's about 22 episodes. So then I do, I put 1 through 22 in the random number generator, and then that will give me a number, say 7. So then I'll sit down and I'll watch season 6, episode 7. And usually it's interesting to me. I think this would probably work with shows like Murder, She Wrote, Psych, Monk, maybe CSI, just kind of that shows where as long as you know kind of the general basis storyline, you can kind of pick up. If there's a lot of serial things where you need an overall arc, I'm not sure X-Files would really work. It just kind of depends on if it happens to be a Monster of the Week episode or not. Because I think it was a serial thing. Sometimes you're like, what the heck? Especially, yeah. X-Files is kind of weird. Oh, man. Didn't sleep well last night. It was cold. My husband, left the fan on, and I was like, what the heck? So I got up in the middle of the night to turn it off, and I'm still cold this morning because it's just been cold in the morning. Not really going to do much arty crafty wise today, except maybe work on kind of practicing my manga, cartoon style, head, body, stuff like that. Yesterday when I was practicing, and I won't show you because some of them are frightening, I discovered I don't know how feet work. How do feet work? I know, you need to stand up, but how do they work when you're, looking head-on or sideways? And I'm like, feet are strange. So I need to kind of work on that, and body portions, and head shape, and, all that classical things that most artists struggle with, especially when they're trying to learn a new style or learn a new skill. Like if you noticed in my little thumbnail, I drew my hands behind my back because I did not want to tackle hands. Heck no. I had enough trouble with feet. Imagine my hands would be like, one hand that's like 60,000 feet tall, and one hand that's like 5 inches tall. So, that would not be good. No. And then I definitely did catch up on Inktober. I didn't do yesterday's prompt, so I gotta do that, and then I gotta do today's prompt. Today's prompt starts a new theme, which I'm not sure what it is. Let's see what my handy-dandy bullet journal has to say. I have a tab at the top here. It says Inktober. Let's flip to it. That's not Inktober. That's the last week of September. Here we go. My little Inktober tab where I kind of planned things out. See here, today's is Filthy. Oh, so I'm going to do worms compost, and this is going to be kind of an outdoor scene with clouds and ant colonies and an anteater, because 18 is filthy, so I thought, you know, worms aren't filthy, but a lot of people think they're filthy, and I just, you know, dirt makes things dirty. I know. And so worms composting something, and then 19, the official prompt is cloud. I mean, cloud. How can you really get much beyond that? I guess you could do sadness or something, but with my kind of nature, outdoorsy theme, clouds made the most sense for cloud. The 20 is deep. So I've got worms, I've got clouds. What's usually deep in the ground? Ants. So I'll do like an ant colony with all the cool little tunnels and little ants prancing around. Do ants prounce? Walk? What? How would you describe an ant's walk? I've never thought about it before. Now I'm going to think about it all day until I figure that out. Moving on. 21, the prompt is furious. Well, I've got ants. What eats ants? Anteaters. I don't know if they're necessarily furious, but I feel like they could be pretty ferocious. I feel like most animals in some way can be ferocious. So I thought, you know, I'll just draw an anteater trying to eat ants. Made the most sense to me. So today I'll do 17, which is graceful. Should be an angelfish, and then filthy, which is worms and compost. So I'll probably show off 15 through 17 later on too. It just kind of depends on when I get it done, because I do have a lot of cleaning today. Like, I have a long list of stuff to do today. So I think that's about it for today. Still haven't decided if I like this lipstick shade. Is it too coral? I think it might be a little bit too orange for me. I don't know. I'm going to keep wearing it and see what I think. Bye. So Michael, what's your favorite color?